We start with breaking news. Evacuations are underway along the Pacific coastline of South America. A tsunami warning for much of that area after a major earthquake strikes off the coast of Chile.
News Channel 5's Shannon Cake standing by at the live desk with the images coming into the newsroom from the satellites tonight. Shannon.
Michael Kelly, we are going to start right now with a map of the area that we are talking about specifically. An 8.2 magnitude quake striking off the coast of northern Chile tonight at a depth of about 12.5 miles. Again, under the water is where this thing shook. The powerful quake prompting a tsunami warning for virtually the entire Pacific coast of South America, a tsunami watch for some areas, and I want to update a little information. The warning right now is just in effect for Chile and Peru. The watches are still up for the rest of the region. We want to take you now to these live pictures coming in off the satellites from Chilean television. The possible tsunami threat has prompted this an evacuation order. We're not exactly clear on what is happening here. Clearly, this is an inferno of sorts coming out of Chile, and we're going to try to get more on that to you. But this is the evacuation that is underway and has been underway now for many coastal regions or coastal parts of South America tonight. Residents on coastal areas of South America being told to leave their homes and get to higher ground. So far, though, there's not panic in the streets. The information coming into us is being described as an orderly evacuation. There are reports, though, of waves as high as 7.6 feet along the northern coast of Chile. So far, though, no reports of injury or damage in any of this. Officials do not expect a tsunami threat for the continental United States or Hawaii, but they are still evaluating that situation. If Hawaii were to be affected tonight, they're expecting those waves would roll in around 3 in the morning. So they're still gauging that. And another note to mention that's just come in, we're getting reports of aftershocks also occurring off the coast of Chile. Chile is on the so-called ring of fire, or in the so-called ring of fire, that arc of volcanoes and fault lines that circle the Pacific Basin. It's really prone to frequent volcanoes and volcanic eruptions. Our team coverage continues tonight with Storm Team 5 Chief Meteorologist Steve Weigel with more on how a tsunami forms. Steve.
Well, Shannon, that's a good point. The ring of fire is actually two plates that are rubbing up against each other. Some earthquakes form tsunamis, some don't. In this case, obviously, we have one, and that's where one of the plates drops or one of them rises, and you get a dramatic shift in the ocean height. So here's a diagram that I put together to kind of explain this. Normal sea level, you'd have no difference in the height across the ocean. But as the earthquake forms, those plates shift. They shift vertically, not horizontally, and you get a wave created from that pushes toward the coastline and does significant damage. In this case, it's about 6 to 7 feet. It's a dramatic shift in the ocean. It's just not one or two waves, and it causes great damage along coastal areas. So that's what happened in this case. I'll have your forecast coming up in just a few minutes.